Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical Forex Trading. This is your weekly analysis for gold versus the US dollar. So gold price. The date is March 1st, 2020. If you want to get all of our weekly gold videos, make sure you click that red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Okay, we are looking at the weekly gold chart here, and you can see my sentiment is bullish, meaning I do believe price will continue to ascend. Even though last week we saw a big sell-off to finish off the week, right? That doesn't change the fact that price is still sitting above recent resistance, now support lines. So if we go back and look at this 1550 support zone back in 2011 through 2013, we see price stalled on top of there, then shot back below. Price has now worked its way back on top of that resistance point, and we can see last week's candle. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We see the body of the candle closed well above the support line, so price could go down to back to 1550 short term, but we see the fast moving average coming up to catch up behind it. And as we can see in the past, as long as price is moving above that fast moving average, we will see gains. So let's go ahead and zoom back out here. So we see the ascending trend channel. Price, we can even bump this up a little bit here. There we go. So if we look at this line, along this line, back to 2014, we see price touched many times in this trend line. If you observe the candles, the body of these candlesticks, they close either below or above it. Price shoots above it, gets rejected, etc. Now we see price moving well on top of that into this price range. So next resistance we see is at the $1,790 or $1,800 mark. And then we see more resistance at the $1,900 mark. So price should try to hit the $1,800 mark. I don't see why it wouldn't. As you can see, though, this is a weekly chart. These are candles that represent a week of price action, so that could potentially take 2021, 2022. It could take a couple of years. So something to consider. We could even see price trail down here to the 1550 mark through the summertime. So let's go ahead and look at the daily for a bit of more of a short term. Price did just move below the daily moving average, so good chance we will see price recede 1550. We could even see it dip to 1520. It would still be a bull. So let me show you what I mean. This is a support zone, right? Price support and resistance. Really can't think of it as a finite line. We draw it as a line, but really it's more of a price zone. Because if you notice here, it's really more of a rough scribble that defines where price went. It's not a precise line, even though our tools use precise lines. So if you want to look at price as a zone, draw like a rectangle, and you can see here a couple things could happen. Price could dip, stop right on top of this line, could plunge into this, then get some buying and get pushed back out. It could also here's how it would become a bearish scenario if price continued to plummet below 1500. So I'll say bearish below 1500. So that's a note to myself to say, okay, if I see price tank below that, then I ask myself what's going on. But see, we see here this is a false breakout, right? So price was riding up on this channel, got pushed out, but just for a short time, price moved back above the fast moving average and shot back out. So even if you see a dip, you have to wait for confirmation to see, is this just a false breakout or is it a real breakout? But in order for that to happen, price would really have to travel a long way through support. So the more likely and more probable scenario is gold has support at 1520 to 1550, and we should see it make an attempt over the next couple of years, at least for the $1,800 mark. Okay, I wish you all a very profitable week. Talk soon.